Number 19. What if the question was the absolute value of 9x minus 1 is greater than 17? The number stays the same, but we all have a greater than sign in this case. So this is how you do it. Once again, let's use the number line to help us understand the correct setup. So we make sure that the absolute value is isolated. It's on one side, all right? And here we have greater than a positive number. We are going to consider this positive number, and let me just draw the 17 right here. We're not just going to put down 17, but also the negative version of this number, which is negative 17, okay? And in this case, it's greater than, so I'm going to just use an open circle. You use closed circle only when you have a line under it. So it's like greater than or equal to, then you fill in the circle. All right, in this case, when you have greater than, this means, you see, you have a region in between. That's the situation earlier. But if you have the opposite situation, the greater than, this means that it's the outside case. You want to go far away, all right? You want to go far away from the middle. You want to go to the outside. So you can go outside right here to the right, and you can also go outside toward the left like that, one way or the other. That's the idea, all right? When you have absolute value is greater than the number, that's the idea. And in this case, you see that we will have two parts, or two pieces, and we do have two pieces to consider. For this piece, we're going to put the inside, which is 9x minus 1. So the inside always stays the same. You take out the absolute value, but as you can see, this region is toward the left, and the number here we have is negative 17. So we just say, I will set 9x minus 1, it's less than negative 17 as one of my piece. Or the second piece is going to be right here. The inside can also be, right here in this region, 9x minus 1. We are going toward the right, so it will be greater than, toward the right of the number 17, like this. And now we have two parts, so we have two pieces. We are just going to solve this inequality separately. So for this one, 9x minus 1, I will have to add 1 on both sides. So I can cancel out the 1's, and I will end up with 9x less than negative 17 plus 1 is negative 16. And then I can, of course, divide both sides by 9, so can get rid of the 9. So the left-hand side, it's going to be x. It's less than negative 16 over 9. Or on the other hand, we can also solve this and get the second piece of the interval. So I'm going to add 1 on both sides, cancel all the 1's, and I will end up with 9x greater than 18. After I divide both sides by 2, divide both sides by 9, I can cancel the 9, and I told you guys the answer already. X will be greater than 2, like this. It's going to be one way or the other. We have two separate ways. This is not the answer. This is just to help us get the correct setup. So this is the inequality answer part. X is less than negative 16 over 9, or x is greater than 2. For the picture, draw the number line, indicate where my 0 is. I want x to be less than negative 16 over 9. So let me label negative 16 over 9 is right here. And let me label 2 is, let's say, it's right here. And because of the less than, there's no equal sign. Once again, I have to use open circle. Less than this number means that we are going toward the left, like this. And then here we have x is greater than 2. So open the circle, and then I'll go to the right-hand side. Just like that. So compare this one with the original inequality. They are very similar, but they are also totally different in the meantime. So note the setup, right? Happy face.